As crazy as it sounds, there is a method that men can use to be able to predict the future. But most men are either too ignorant to understand or see this, or have no humility to change their wrong ways of thinking. And that is simply why there are so many men who have shit lives, have no one respect them, are depressed, and live a meaningless life. But if they followed what I'm about to say, none of this would be a reality, and they would be living in abundance. So here is what you need to know. Pattern recognition makes you able to predict the future. Yes, this is probably a given, and some of you already understand this, but not to the extent that I'm going to explain. Once you get to a point where you understand so much about the world and the things and people in it, you will be able to predict what will happen in the future. Take for example, pick something up beside you and let go of it. You knew it was going to fall because you understand how things work. Therefore, you predicted the future. So by extension, you could look at a beautiful woman and be able to predict the future by knowing for certain that you can get her number and go take her on a date. Or you may be wanting to start a difficult endeavour and be able to predict the future and know for certain that you will come out of the other end in a year's time, successful. You are able to predict the future with a woman if you have enough understanding of psychology and female nature. You could actually nearly perfectly predict what the woman is going to do because you have such a sheer amount of knowledge surrounding that topic. By the same token, I could start going to the gym again and be able to predict the gains that I'm going to make in the following year. Because I have gained so much knowledge about lifting, fitness and nutrition that I certainly know what the outcome of me going to the gym for a year will be. All of the greatest men in history and all of the greatest men who are living now have this power, as they took the time to understand the world and the things and people in it. The blurry limit to this is bound to yourself, as it becomes increasingly difficult to predict the outcomes in other people's lives, as you can't possibly understand everything that goes on with them. Although it sounds amazing to have this power, it does not come easy. So do not be ignorant to the advice of other people. Question everything and learn the truth. It is actually laughable because there are men out there who will think this is too much work and will pass up on the power to be able to predict the future. Because with this power, you can set out a more decent plan for your life, or the things in it, as you know how every action will occur to the actions that you take. The men who don't know shit will be living their everyday shitty life and will have unexpected highs and lows in their life because they have no clue what's going to happen. They thank luck for their good fortune and they think they're having a bad day if things go wrong. Strong masculine men have highs and lows like everybody else, except they are stoic enough to not emotionally react to them and knew that the highs and lows of life will happen because they have such a sheer amount of knowledge of the world and the things and people in it, and so can predict the future. So not only are they unfazed by the ups and downs of life, they are prepared and will be riding on the highs of abundance very soon again. The only possible downside that someone could bring up about this is that it's bad to expect bad things to occur to you. Sure, it is nice to think about, and it may also bring along some feelings of dread with it, but would you rather be happy until the very last second that life hits you with its problems, or have been prepared for weeks or months for this problem to occur? The choice is yours, of course. I know that I want to be able to predict my future so I can have control and stability of my life, as I imagine every fellow masculine man watching. Take for example, pick something up beside you and